Time bears down on us without mercy. How should we live the days that we have left? What should we spend them on? We saw one possible answer to those questions. But we cannot accept it. Not even as a last resort. After all, it was the only path that was offered to those two. We should all be free to choose our own way. That's our belief. That's why we fight.
It's so interesting that their other selves are the heads. And they have... It's almost like the whole Shulk and Zanza dichotomy from the first game, because one was obviously very much for freedom and, like, securing your future. The other one was for destroying it. This seems like a past story for Sena.
You gonna hit something or not?
Huh?
What use is swinging that slab if you ain't gonna swing it at one of the actual targets?
But I'm just practicing.
Say, why a hammer?
Why are we being mean to her?
This looks more your style.
Totally.
Right.
Whoa.
Mio.
Whoa. Spark me silly. She beat 5 8-termers in a row.
Mio, eh? She that Offseer?
Yeah, she should be the one heading to the front lines, not us.
Nice one, Mimi!
Aw, they
That
were
was
already
awesome.
friends.
Poor 8th termers. You mopped the floor with them.
Thank you, Sena. Hang on. Where's Miyabi?
Oh, Miyabi? The commander and consult wanted to see her in command.
Oh, okay. Hey, fancy a bite?
Sure. I'm a bit peckish.
It's a bit early, I suppose.
No, I'm ready if you are.
Huh? I was under the impression that you didn't like fish.
Huh? That is true. But can't be too picky. My muscles need protein, you know?
Hey, Sena. There's no need for this.
Huh?
Just be yourself. You know you don't have to do what I do, right?
No, that's not...
I love their friendship so
Sena.
much.
Sorry.
Come on. You say that too often. You've nothing to apologize for, Sena.
Okay.
Eat what you enjoy. Never stop being you. Okay?
Oh wait, I thought we went with the zero numbers? Number zeros? What were they called? Lost zeros. Lost numbers. I guess we didn't. Yeah, there does seem to still be an actual queen, but she's not actually there in person. She's controlling a robot.
Far enough.
Did I do good out there?
Hmm? What was that?
Huh? Did I say something?
I mean, you just said something about doing good or whatever?
Ha! That's funny. Must have just slipped out.
You know, as somebody that doesn't have a lot of self-confidence, I really feel for her.
You seem so lonely.
Huh?
At training, in camp, at night. She's always got friends right by her. But why does it seem like she's all alone? How come?
So that's the way you see me, huh? A loner?
Senna.
I was hoping more plucky heroine girl or one-track musclehead. That's more what I kind of shoot for.
Now look.
Oh, no, you don't. I think you're just being nosy.
Senna, please.
I'm fine. Really. Don't worry about me.
No, I think he should be worrying about you. Something's up. Can you believe we've just had to run all that way? I don't know who they were, but had that force not intervened, I shudder to think what would have happened. What would have happened was it would have been curtains for us. Usually a strategy is something you're supposed to prepare beforehand. Noah? I guess we have no more use for the castles and queens, huh? We're not going back, I know that much. Nope, we're going forward now. You're right. To the sword. Not far now before we reach Sword March, which I guess is probably where the lost numbers are. Let's go. That's the only logical conclusion, and they're probably underground
So much to
because
see, huh?
Ethel's team never actually found them before. Before I start more of Chapter 5, let me take a look here. Yeah, Chapter 5 is level 40. We could technically do it, but I might actually go and do some side quests, and I want to go check in on some of the colonies that we've already been to. So yeah, I will go check in on previous colonies for now and take a look at what they've got going on. I actually also think I might want to try Iota. I think we're probably okay to try Iota now. See me! Still keeping up with the flute practice? See Mimi can play melody that Noah teach almost properly now. Now See Mimi will take on burden of offseeing from Roddick. Oh my god, See Mimi, I'm so proud of you. Problem is, See Mimi all become too sad when see friends from Colony 30. I love See Mimi so much. I'm so proud of them. If we're talking about escorting a thorax, that's a 4 equites job minimum. Yeah, or 1 centaurus, and we'd be all set, you know? Huh? Favorite Levnesses. Okay. Let's see if there's anything for Rapapa. This quest is probably my least favorite. Oh, hey, we actually have stuff. Well, we got closer. Gonna have to go find some more stuff, but we're getting there. We got a report from the scout party scoping out the mountain route to Ray Bell Tablelands. Seems like there were some pretty fierce clashes between Kevis and Agnes there. You'll have a hard time getting through that way, let me tell you. Huh, interesting. All right, so there wasn't a ton here. I think I might actually go do Colony Iota. I think we're actually a little over-leveled for Iota right now.
I'm glad we meet again, Ouroboros. You seem
Ooh, her
quite
nails
sure
are
of
cool.
yourselves. I suppose your plan was to take the colony in one fell swoop?
We don't really enjoy being hunted. The hunter's role is more our speed.
Our time is precious. If you insist on barring our way, we'll do what needs to be done, old compatriot or not.
No need for speeches. Now is a time for action. I do hope you came prepared.
Oh, we're ready.
Phew! Made it through that somehow.
How many times are we going to have to do this?
I was just about to say that.
Hello? Console?
A console?
Manners! sucker that is Master E to you.
E.
I put a lot of effort into developing this drama, and now it's all wasted. Breaking her spirit, then fashioning her in my own image. She ought to have been my masterpiece.
You're talking about Alexandria?
What's the pilot going on about?
Alexandria, my cherished game piece. You should have
Dare
been
you?
much
I hate
farther.
this.
Who are you calling a piece? Neither her nor us will ever be what you want us to be.
Of course. And of course, you. After all, that's just your role. Very well. I think it's time for a quick zero. No use for all of these imbecilic sides here.
Oh, here we go.
Return to your seats for Act 2. Carnage. The curtain.
Whoops, didn't mean to cut him off. My nose was itchy and I got distracted.
Oh, here. The applause. That's so rapturous.
Everyone all right?
That wasn't applause, it was a golf clap.
Yeah, more or less.
For now. But all this fighting really takes its toll on you.
Oh, really? That's not how it looked from where I was standing.
Oh, is she good? You were laying down, actually.
It was impressive the way you beat him. And a big help, too.
Wait, what's she saying? Dame Alex!
Dame Alex? I love this.
I'm putting my foot down. Only boring run-of-the-mill plans from now on. This one gave me anxiety.
Aww.
I said I was sorry. Don't cry.
Oh, did she set this up so that we could actually get rid of their console?
So it all went down according to your calculations?
Our goal was the defeat of the consul and to be released from his control.
I see.
Though it was a long acquaintance we had, at least until we uncovered that lie of his.
What was he lying about?
It's a long story. But anyway, making an enemy of the consul would have been a big gamble for us too. So to weigh the risk, we had to figure out just how strong you lot actually were.
Oh, I get it. It was a test.
So you used your friends and Colony as bait.
Kind of like what Ashira did.
You thought if we were strong enough to deal with you all, we could stand up to the consul too.
You seem bitter about it.
There must have been another way. Dispatch a scouting party or...
Oh, come on. We'd all reach homecoming before we got anywhere like that.
Sure, but see how much it cost you. It's not worth the sacrifices.
There is no victory without sacrifice. If you fight according to those musty old textbooks, you'll always be too slow. You're
She's
an
kind of cool
old-fashioned
too.
man, aren't you, Tyon?
Oh, so we know Tyon's getting this one.
What?
Dame Alex, I don't think they'll respond well to that line of exposition. Only Ouroboros can destroy our flame clock. Shouldn't we consider asking for their help instead of riding them up like this?
I'm not riling up anyone. Just some gentle teasing among friends.
Okay, I really like her. She's very similar to
Dame
Ashira.
Alex
Just a
doesn't
little
actually
less...
believe the ends justify the means.
What's the word I'm looking for? Abrasive? I mean, I don't feel like Ashira was abrasive, but like she was more like... I don't know the right word. I don't know.
You'll understand if you look closely at the colony and how things are here.
What do you think?
Might be good to look around before we enter into any partnerships.
Yeah, probably.
What if that's exactly what she wants you to think?
Let's cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, I'd like to trust her. She was quite open with us this far.
Good grief. How did softies like you even survive this long?
Dame Alex?
I'm sorry. I admit I may have crossed a line. We'll have time to say goodbye to the old girl later. Come along. I'll show you how we fight here.
Got another one. Levinas repair parts?
We got them, but no means of transport. Usual route goes the long way round.
No, there's a colony we could route through. Those cylinders, we'll manage.
We can add 2 days. We can make it on time.
Prioritize speed. Start with light goods.
That's the list there. I'll forward it on too.
What do you know? They're really pro at that.
They're not just regular soldiers. More like they're all officers.
Oh, interesting.
We're reading the flow of goods to learn of the war. It's a very flat hierarchy here, you'll find.
Using a minimum of people to achieve maximum results. That's the way we like to fight. Of all the colonies in Ionios, we're a bit extreme in the way we use the cards. Pretty special,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Tyon's totally getting this one.
You mean the cards in the iris?
Yes. They tell us what's needed as of right now, and it's an easy and efficient tool.
But soldiers' wills and skills, on the other hand.
Feeling useful makes you confident. Confidence teaches a soldier pride. Pride binds the team, fosters productivity, and leads a colony to victory. Right?
As a result, we can invest ourselves in more research, and it takes us a step beyond.
A step beyond?
Well, I did propose them. It's quite basic.
Wait, the Collectopedia cards? You made them?
Oh.
The castle folk developed them. All I did was to issue the request through the console.
Interesting.
Meaning you made a deal with the castle? Surely that's not...
I didn't do it lightly. It was necessary.
Then how did Kevis get
Doing
it?
the same as everyone around you, it's always the same outcome. Following the playbook to the letter is hardly a strategy.
And so I'm old-fashioned?
You're not mad this time?
I realized there was no ill will. We fight when we're confident. You and I think we're the same in that regard. I'm getting the impression that something must have changed you.
Thank the previous commander for that. He was a rash type, like this big one.
It winds you up, doesn't it? I get what you mean.
Oi, what the spark?
No matter what happens, you fight to keep everyone alive. And that's what makes a colony. All right, Alexandria. I understand you now.
Do you think we'll be useful?
Doesn't matter. I don't see people that way.
Oh.
Time to head back. We've unfinished business.
That's right. Time is precious.
So all that's left is to smash it, yeah?
Yes. That way, Colony Iota will be free.
I'll be honest, I'm not 100% on board with how you played this. I don't appreciate being manipulated.
I'm sorry about tricking you before. I really do regret it.
Yeah? What's to say you're not tricking us even now?
I don't think so.
Insolence!
I'm sorry about Lands, but I would like to know what exactly your goal is here.
When you think about rules, you have to realize that they are closely entangled with the intentions of whoever set them. I don't suppose you'll believe me, but I just want to see what life's like outside of those confines.
No. I believe you.
It's so interesting how every colony has their own reason for wanting to be free. Like, it's not always the same reason. That's very interesting.
From everything you've told us, I can see how serious you are.
It just shows how different everybody is.
Thank you. And I'm counting on you. Let's keep it on the straight and narrow from now on.
Interesting choice of words.
Lands?
No, it's fine. I'm sure she's got nothing else left to hide now anyway.
Love?
She's still hiding stuff.
Dame Alex?
No, I've got this. I'm not as old as I might seem, so I don't quite have the authority you might think yet.
Oh, is she not the commander?
You don't... Wait. Which term are you in?
6th?
What?
Wow.
Shut up. You cannot be 6th term.
Hush! Not so loud.
I thought for sure we were the same term. You just have this dignity about you.
I work really hard for that, you know? Some colonies plan surprise attacks if they work out the timing of when the next generation of soldiers rolls over. And also, well, you know, reasons.
Ah, yes, reasons.
What reasons?
Dame Alex thinks she looks too young, so she likes to put on a touch of cosmetics to give her features extra character.
That was not public information.
You were just gonna leave them all guessing otherwise.
Not really what I expected.
Well, that's your fault for assuming, isn't it? Having presence is important for a commander.
This might be going over my head, but it sounds like a struggle.
For your information, the only ones who know this are my team chiefs and Chickadee. This is one secret I expect you to take with you unto homecoming.
We understand. We won't tell anyone. Here we go!
Yay! Iota's free! So how are you finding life in a silver colony? Wait. What? Oh. What? Unique came from... I don't know where she was. Everything about it is so wildly different compared to back home. I'll definitely be bringing some learning back from it, however small. Hang in there with that. Naturally. Thanks to your efforts, we're starting to see something of an evolution in the way people use the Collectopedia. Holy crap, Noah! Are you doing it again? What is it with this man and having too much caffeine? We get the odd strange request, but feel free to... I can't keep a straight face with this. Keep using it as always. Naturally, the usual rewards are still on offer. Oh my god. Save him. Okay. Maybe you already know about it, but the first time Dame Alex's battle gambit came together was against you guys. It was at her order that we lured Ouroboros so they'd approach from the south. From the south? How's that? For ease of attack, striking north of the Mechonis' head is typical, but exiting via the Aegis wilderness forms a pincer. Yep, our plan to lure you to this deceptive terrain yielded pretty good results. Dame Alex picked it out, of course.
Judging by those supplies, I would expect Philly to be there.
Ooh, about those supplies we're sending to Colony Tau. Oh! They can wait. We have a change of plans. Our next delivery is now going to Colony 4. Oh. They're gonna send stuff to Kevis. Well, I guess because they don't have a flame clock anymore, it makes sense. Before Lexi became commander, this colony really was the pits, but now it's moving full steam ahead. Though, I guess there's not exactly much need to spend resources and energy on war anymore, huh? I'm not too sure what the future's gonna bring, what I'll do. In gratitude for your courageous work here, congratulations. Thank you. Oh, ho, ho, the possibilities. What? What's this? Everyone's having a grand old time. Ah, yeah, I guess you don't know about this. Today's Harvest Day. It only happens once a month. What's Harvest Day? It's an evaluation day, basically. Every month, we evaluate soldiers on their cooperation, boldness, and results. It's a day for us to show our appreciation to the soldiers who contribute the most to the colony. Can I be straight with you? In my book, evaluations are pretty much the exact opposite of fun. Oh, it's not the evaluation everyone's looking forward to. The chosen soldiers get to ask for anything they want. What? Like anything? Like cured Armu sirloin? Or some seafoam soap? Anything, within the realms of possibility, of course. Spark alive, that sounds wicked. And next we have Masaka of Sequoia's team. Is Masaka here? Hey, you don't think she's still in the Intel Analysis Suite, do you? She might be, yeah. Probably clean forgot today was the day. But I did tell her in advance. Shall we go get her? You can keep the show going, yeah? Oh, I couldn't ask you to go to all that trouble. We don't mind. You just keep going and doing your job. Well, if you're insisting, thank you so much. Okay, so we're gonna go on a retrieval mission. Then could you give this to her? Harvest Day tiara. Oh, they all get tiaras. That's so cute. You don't have to give it to her in person? Sequoia's team really is busy at the moment. I wonder if there's something going on with them. They won't mind, I'm sure. Just tell them I sent you. All right, we'll go. I wouldn't mind talking to Masaka myself. Can I leave you to take care of things on your end? All in a day's work. Ugh, how could this? I just can't. It's all so mumble. She's asleep. Oh, did you just smack her? Ah! What is it? Enemy raid? I think she's awake now. Dame Alex? What did she just do to her? I understand opening up acupuncture points is one way to relieve fatigue. Yeah, and so's a punch in the kisser. You know you've been selected for Harvest Day, right? You should have been notified already. Oh, now I remember. I thought I'd have a little nap till it was time. Oh no, the award ceremony. It's now. Yeah, okay, pause your ponios. Why do you think we came all this way? You hand over the Harvest Day tiara. Oh. Yay, I did it. Now I can get my luxury shampoo. Chickadee sends her regards and all that guff. Congratulations. Thanks. Try not to oversleep in the future. If this was the battlefield, you'd be dead. Wow. Ugh, sorry. But you've done some sterling work. I'm expecting good things from you in the future too, Masaka. Yes, ma'am. I won't let you down. Anyway, you'll have to excuse me. There's procedure to follow. Good shampoo is hard to come by. Harvest Day is about the only chance to get your hands on it. Sorry for the inconvenience. Not at all. It's been an enlightening experience. How long have you had this evaluation system in place? Since Chickadee arrived, I think, so for 2 years now. About the same time as Colony Iota started to distinguish itself. That girl's not much of a fighter, but she really excels at this kind of thing. Anyway, if you want to know more about how it all works, you should ask Chickadee herself. That makes sense. We need to report back about Masaka anyway. Let's get back to Chickadee. Wow, Chickadee is like... She's only, what, 12? 13? If it's her second year, so 12, right? She's already doing all this hard work. She's really cool. Good work with everything, Chickadee. We gave the tiara to Masaka. All the awards have been given out. Thank you so much for your help. You said Sequoia's team was busy. Well, it looks like it's taken its toll on Masaka. Following Collectopedia card movements takes great patience and concentration. That's why I wanted to make something like Harvest Day to show people their hard work was appreciated. Ah, so the evaluation system was your idea. It was, and somehow I made it to come to fruition with Dame Alex's backing. If all we wanted was an evaluation system, the Flame Clock and Homecoming would have done its job just fine. But you have to wait so long to see results that way. I wanted something a bit more immediate. A good way to improve soldiers' skills? It serves a direct personal benefit and stops people losing heart. I'm not really one of nature's fighters, but if this is the only way I can support the colony, then I'll do it with pride. And now that the colony has been freed, I can do so much more. Thank you, everyone. Have you seen the state of the food and medical supplies in Colony 4?
Soon, right?
We need to go there too. You can add equipment and ether cylinders to that list too. They're running out of resources all across the board. Okay, so that finishes that discussion. Consul's gone. That's that. Never liked him, though he thought well of Dame Alex, supported her. For that, I'm grateful, but only that. I'm mostly focused on Levnis engineering research at the moment, but when I started, I was a mere mechanic. I was running myself ragged with endless repairs, so when they asked about changing the roster, I spotted my chance. I found out little later that Ryza had set it all up for me with Dame Alex. That guy seems hands-off, but he's really involved.
We've made some new friends.
2 things to talk to. We managed to buy ourselves a little time. In this breathing space, I think we can have an opportunity to grapple with serious issues. For example, researching the Levnis tech of Kevis. Colony 9's really fallen by the wayside. Both their rank and their army numbers are down. Oh, geez. Colony 9's having problems again? Let's continue to watch their Collectopedia cards closely. There might be a time when we have to lend them a hand. Which reminds me, I have to do that too. I haven't done much with the Collectopedia cards lately. Dame Alex is not merely resourceful. She's also a pugilistic precision? To wit, she possesses an attack power beyond the ken of ordinary foot soldiers. Sadly, her power is as fleeting as it is fierce, for falling upon the battlefield even once will diminish its potency. She fights to provide support to her 4 captains, wielding arts with which she weaves between enemy attacks. That's cool. We should probably try something along those lines too, huh?
We made some
we
new
will.
friends.
All right, let's get these discussions done. So Alexandria came up with Collectopedia cards, right? She said she got it implemented by a consul. I'm a bit surprised she managed to get approval for something like that. I suppose there are all sorts even among the consuls. There are some, like Kay at Colony 4, who treat the soldiers like tools, and others, like Colony Iota, who allow the commanders to exercise their judgment. He still treated her like a pawn, though. Still, the bottom line is there would be no Collectopedia cards without Alexandria. And this, like I said before, because I was saying, like, how does Kevis have this? This just proves that the consuls talk to each other, because how else would Kevis have this? Because it was an Agnian invention. I just have to wonder how she managed to persuade her consul to sign off on it. That's Alexandria's gift. Makes me scared to think what depths lie behind that smile. So there's something about the Colony 4 resource problem that I've been thinking about. Alexandria, why did you help? That's a bit of a rude question. Colony 4 is an ally. They've been released from their flame clock. I don't need an excuse to help an ally, do I? Yes, I can understand you're sharing resources with them, but what I'm trying to say is, how does an Agnian colony know so much about the resource shortages of a Kevezi one? That's what you were going to say? That's what I was wondering too. Huh, there's no putting anything past you. Information is easy to come by if you know how, and I always stay up to date. You're not saying you have an inside man, are you? I wouldn't take that much of a risk. I'm just doing the same as you. Here, this is how. This is a Collectopedia card. I told you, didn't I? I came up with them. Did you think I could only see my own army's information? Wait. You're saying that you leaked secret Agnes tech to get Kevis to use it as well? Oh, is that how we got it? Huh, at the time I just thought we got really lucky. When all along it was a ploy to dig up enemy intel. I have to say I'm impressed. Dang, she's smart. The important part comes after that. While analyzing the flow of resources, I realized that this war is almost perfectly balanced. Almost like it doesn't want to end. Interesting. Which is to say, there's someone orchestrating the war from behind the scenes. You don't say. When you think about the rules, you have to realize that they are closely entangled with the intentions of whoever set them. Your words, Alexandria. This is what you were talking about, isn't it? You worked out that much. Didn't exactly try and blow the whistle, did you? What else could I do? What could anybody have done even had they known? Then Ouroboros appeared, the world's enemy. And the enemy of one's enemy is one's friend, right? I'm glad you understand. I hope you're friendly with your actions. As well as your words. Cold as ever. Okay, how about this? I'll show you the storehouse at the heart of Colony Iota itself. Take whatever supplies you need and use them as you will. Fair? You're saying we have final say over resource distribution. Well, you have to discuss the particulars of storehouse management with Shell, but yes. I appreciate the sentiment, but we wouldn't feel right. Whoops, already pinged her. Already? She doesn't have much spare time, so you'd better get hustling. The storehouse is a bit hard to give directions to, so first, just head for Taurus Hollow. Just talk to Ryza at the entrance and he'll let you in. Did you see the blade that Ouroboros was wielding? He was using this adorable little white things. Oh, they're talking about Tyon. Yep, and they aren't just a weapon. They could carry your stuff or make for a convenient back scratcher. Yes, I'm sure that's exactly why Tyon has those. Oh, I do want to learn about the Mondo, though. Ooh, look at this place. We haven't been here yet. Is he mad at us? Ryza, let's chat. You're scaring Senna. Sorry, not a talker. Oh, I see. Beware the monsters. Monsters? The storehouse is a little way out from here, so a little infestation is to be expected. It's hard to find, and the monsters save on guard duties. You could say they're the perfect anti-theft device. Risky business. Right, I see. We'll be careful. Ask Shell. And Dame Alex? Yes? Be nice. I'm nice. You don't have to tell me. Don't bother yourself with me. Come on then, let's get moving. So this is the storehouse. Queen's flapping wings. All this stuff is yours? Yep, and we're not at full capacity. Let me introduce you. This is Shell, our storehouse manager extraordinaire. So Shell, everything should be as previously discussed. As of now, our friends here are on resource distribution. Fine with me. It needs to be done. And the more surveillance, the better. Who's surveilling who? All of you surveilling me, of course. When you're living under the flame clock, your allies and enemies are clear. Whoever you can get the fire from is your enemy. Simple as that. But we can't live by those rules anymore. Enemies and allies. They change depending on they change depending on you yourself. That's the difficulty, isn't it? Forcing conflict is just one effect of the flame clock. Couldn't we also say that the flame clock controlled our behavior? That's it. The time's right for traitors to emerge, so it's dangerous for any one person to hold too much power. That's a good point. Do you doubt your comrades that much? Of course I don't doubt them. I know they can get the job done. We're all pretty brilliant here. So the only thing that counts in your eyes is ability. Let me ask you then, would you trust some researchers sat at their desk all day with manual labor? Would you put a soldier who couldn't pilot a bathtub in the cockpit of a Levnus? Good point. Personal skill is what counts in tactics. As long as you believe in that, that's enough. Does anyone disagree? Alexandria, she's a right pain, isn't she? Give it a rest, Shell. But I think it's a wise assessment. No one knows how things are going to change. Keep an eye on me or not. I'm with Dame Alex, that's all. You really care for Alexandria, don't you? I do. A lot. But I'm 10th term. Not got much time left. And Dame Alex needs allies more than anything. Please be good to her. Ugh, no. You shouldn't talk like that. About what time you have left. I suppose you're right. We've got to figure out how to turn those off. Didn't mean to talk for this long. Anyway, about Colony 4's resources. First, just got to do this. Supply distribution. Okay, cool. What was that? You got access rights to the goods. You could think of it as unlocking a new function of the Collectopedia cards. You really packed it with features, didn't you? It's nice to see you surprised. This isn't surprise, it's shock. It's pretty user-friendly. Just name the commander of the colony you want to send it to. Oh god. Well, kinda depends. I guess it's Boliaris now. Then just pick your supplies and done. The Colony Force commander. No need to worry. Oh, interesting. So what would have happened? Because I could have done this. I could have done this before I finished Chapter 4. What would have happened? I'm assuming this whole conversation wouldn't have happened if Ethel was still alive. It's all been arranged with Boliaris, the acting commander. You can use his name in this instance. Oh, they've thought of a lot here. It's easier to pick it up by doing, to be honest. Give it a go. How much of the situation have you relayed to the colony's troops? The consul may have been defeated, but things are on a surprisingly even keel. Actually, considering the plan's level of secrecy, I thought it had made quite a stir, but Dame Alex doesn't roll like that. It doesn't matter what kind of set to she sees. She just tells us to stick to our routines. Yes, thereby containing the panic with minimal interference. They must place a great deal of trust in her. Yep, everything went through no problem. You've got authority over about half the other resources in this room. How you divvy it up is absolutely up to you. We're trusting you to distribute it according to the common good. The common what now? To each colony according to its needs, innit? If we scratch their back, they'll scratch ours in the future. It's like an investment that'll pay dividends to us later. Cool. I love that Colony Iota is being so helpful. We may have some breathing space at the moment, but the supplies we've got laid away have their limits, of course. We won't be able to distribute them to all of the colonies. Please think carefully about how you're going to use them. Don't overthink it, though. Just share them with the colonies that you think would need them the most. Well, we've already heard that Colony 9 is still struggling. We already know that Colony Tau is struggling. So I'm going to actually send some stuff to both of them, and then I might decide on somebody else later. Oh, interesting. Now I've got a link between Iota and Colony 9, too. Oh, that's so cool. All right.